this reaction. It's called Top 5 Haunted Challenges that you should never try yourself if you're pro. I'm one of them. So, yeah, before we start this video, I want you to let me know in the comments below what challenges I should really do at 3 AM. Alright? Without further ado, let's get to it.
Then you've clicked the right video. Welcome everyone to Dark Corners. I'm your host Dark, and in this video we will be counting down the top 5 terrifying challenges that you should never try yourself.
Oh, what?
Number 5, the Ouija board challenge.
got that.
I can't make this list without featuring the Ouija board. This thing has existed for more than 1,000 years, and that's before clickbait was even a thing. The game is simple. You get some friends together, put the Ouija board in the middle, and everyone just has to put their hands on the planchette. Once everyone is ready, you can start asking questions to ghosts, who will then spell out their answers on the board. You might get an answer from a nice ghost, but you'll have to be careful. According to this urban legend, there can also be ghosts with insidious intentions. If you decide to try this yourself, you need to remember the rules, because if you break them, you will allegedly make yourself even more vulnerable to ghosts. Never use the Ouija board in a cemetery. Never play it by yourself. Make sure you have multiple players. And the final rule, always say goodbye when you're done playing. If you do decide to try this, play it at your own risk, because it's probably not responsible for anything happening to you guys. Number 4, the Midnight Game. According to the story behind this game, the Midnight Game was used as a punishment for criminals. But people that were looking for a thrill would sometimes try to play it also, with varying results. In order to play this game, you need a couple of things: a candle, a piece of paper, a pencil, a lighter, some salt, a wooden door, and here it comes, a drop of your own blood. If you're playing with multiple people, then each player needs their own materials. Now, before I explain how the game is played, I need to make sure none of you are actually going to try it. Because even though it's just an urban legend, it involves doing some dangerous stuff. So I'm serious when I say this. It's all cool to just read about this stuff, but do not try it at home. Now that we have that behind us, we can head over to the actual game. To start off, use the pencil to write your full name on your piece of paper and put the drop of blood on it. What you need to do next is turn off all the lights in your house and head over to the wooden door that you've selected. Place the piece of paper in front of the door and light the candle. Put the candle on the paper and knock on the door 22 times. Make sure the last knock happens at exactly 12 AM. You'll have to make sure you pay attention to your timing. As soon as you're done knocking, open the door, blow out the candle, and close the door again. You've just invited the Midnight Man into your house. To continue playing, you need to relight your candle. This is where the game really starts. You have to walk around your house in complete darkness, with your only source of light being the candle that you lit.
Awesome.
The goal of the game is to avoid the Midnight Man until 3:33 AM. If your candle goes out by itself, it's a sign that the Midnight Man is nearby. If this happens, you have to make sure you relight the candle within 10 seconds. If you fail to do this, you need to make a circle of salt around you. And you then need to stay in this circle until the game is over. If you fail to do this, the Midnight Man will be able to attack you. But if you survive until 3:33 AM, he will leave your house and you'll be safe. For now. Just like with the Ouija board challenge, there are some rules that you should never break while playing the Midnight Game. They are the following. Do not turn on any of the lights during the game. Never use a flashlight instead of a candle. Don't go to sleep while you're playing. And finally, this might just be the most important rule, do not try to talk to the Midnight Man. And once again, as I've said before, I don't want anyone to try this themselves. So once again, do not try this at home. Number 3, the Charlie Charlie Challenge. The Charlie Charlie Challenge is a relatively new game that can be compared to playing with a Ouija board. But instead of using a board, you just need to use a piece of paper and 2 pencils. These objects are used to ask a question to Charlie, the alleged ghost of a boy who died in an accident in South America. You need to draw 2 lines on the paper that cross each other. So you end up with 4 blocks. You then need to write the words yes and no
Yeah, 4 words.
in 2 blocks each. This is where the pencils come in. You need to balance one pencil on top of the other and make sure the one on top isn't touching the paper. You can now start asking questions to Charlie, but make sure you only ask questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You'll know if the ritual works when you get an answer. The pencil on top will start moving and it will point to either a yes or a no. Number 2, the Bloody Mary Challenge.
What?
The Bloody Mary Challenge is another classic. It existed even before the 20th century. It's simple to do and doesn't require a lot of objects. The most important thing is the location. This challenge has to be done in front of a bathroom mirror, and you only need a single candle. To begin, you need to make sure all the lights are off in the bathroom and that the candle is lit. You can now summon Bloody Mary by saying her name in the mirror 3 times. If she doesn't show up after the 3rd time, you need to turn around 3 times. If you see her in the mirror, you need to blow out the candle as fast as possible and turn the lights on. You have officially summoned Bloody Mary. Number 1, One Man Hide and Seek. One Man Hide and Seek is a ritual that is allegedly used to contact the dead, just like with the Ouija board, the Charlie Charlie Challenge, and a lot of other rituals. In One Man Hide and Seek, you use a doll to invite a spirit to possess it. In order to try it yourself, you need the following objects: a stuffed doll, enough rice to stuff the doll with,
Don't need it.
with a long thread, a pair of scissors, and a cup of salt water. Then you need to
wait,
find
wait.
a place to do this. You need a bathroom that has some kind of counter and a bathtub. Then you need a second area that will be your hiding place. This place needs to have a television in it. Once you have all the requirements set up, you can start preparing. Begin by cutting open the doll with a pair of scissors and removing all the stuffing. Now grab your rice and fill the doll to the brim with it. Use the needle and thread to sew the doll up and use the rest of your thread to tie the doll up. Now grab the doll, bring it to the bathroom and fill the bathtub with water. Put the doll in it and turn off all the lights in your house. Now you need to go to your hiding place and turn on the television. Start counting to 10 with your eyes closed, and after you're done counting, you can return to the bathroom again. The doll should still be in the bathtub. Grab it and say, "I have found you." Now go to the counter and put the doll on it and say, "You are it now." As soon as you've done this, you need to return to your hiding place and just hide. Allegedly, the doll will now be searching for you. And this is where the salt water comes in. When enough time has passed and you've still not been found, you need to search for the doll again. If the ritual really works, then that means the doll won't be in the bathroom anymore. So when you do find it, wherever it is, you need to grab it and pour the salt water from the cup onto it. When you've emptied the cup, you need to say, "I win," 3 times. This should end the ritual. When you're done, make sure you dry the doll
we have to
or
do.
even throw it away, just to make sure it can't do anything. Those were the 5 entries.
Boy. Oh boy. I'll turn the light back on. Because I've been hearing a lot of stuff. And I've been seeing shadows all over the place too. So I'm probably getting used to it anyway, so yeah. Hope you might like it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, comment below any challenges I should do. You know? And yeah. Leave you to